This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Okay, welcome back to exciting football action, high school football action here at Baker Field in Mesick, Michigan. We have the Mesick Bulldogs hosting the Manistee Catholic Central Sabres. Mesick had a good first quarter there with 3 touchdowns, 1 extra point conversion, 2-point conversion, so that gives them a score of 20, and the Sabres nothing. So Mesick just intercepted the ball there late in the first quarter and have taken over and started their drive. They are looking at a 2nd and 5 from their own 47. Humphreys takes the snap, heaves it way up for a pitch, bobbled a little bit. Looks like the Sabres hopped on it, and they are going to have a turnover of their own.
Number 40, Barry Seymour on the recovery.
Okay, so we've mentioned Barry's name a number of times tonight. He's having himself a good game. And I think Humphreys, it looked like he just kind of lost the handle on that football as he was trying to pitch it back.
Yeah, it was kind of a high pitch, and it was a little out in front. And when it landed, interesting, both Seymour and Matt Bennett from Mesick were bouncing that football like a basketball. And they were both trying to bounce it and pull it in.
Well, you know what the shape of that ball. You just don't know what it's going to do. So, okay, so the Sabres take over and the Mesick 43-yard line. That's Picardi under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to – no, he keeps it. That was a good fake. He had the announcer faked out and kept it for a nice run of about 7 yards.
I'd like to say it was just one of us, but he had both of us there.
All right. So a nice play by Preston Picardi. That is going to bring up a 2nd and a long 3 at the 36-yard line. So this is the furthest that the Sabres have been into Mesick territory tonight. We'll see if they can get something going offensively. Looks like they stay in their tight set. Picardi's under center. He ends up taking the snap, hands off this time to Barry Seymour. Seymour is hanging on tight to the ball, ends up getting over some first down yardage and all the way up to about the 27-yard line before he's brought down by a host of Bulldogs. So that gives the Sabres a first down.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them there. Jorge Lewis has been in on the last 2 tackles, and he's been in on a lot of tackles in a young game here.
You know, it's kind of funny to say, when there's 4 tacklers there, that's half the team. You're not exaggerating with 8-man football.
Yeah, that's half of them.
All right, that's good. Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 37 of Mesick. Picardi is going to be in the shotgun position here. He takes the snap, looking to run. He's got the sideline. He's got some room to run, and bumped out of bounds. Looked like he had enough for the first down, but might have fell just a little bit short. We'll see where the officials spot the ball. Looks like it is spotted at the 19-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and long 1, maybe 2. Looks like a long 1.
Barry Seymour, number 40, had a really good block on the left side to open that play up. He really squared his man up and got his attention with the block, and then that took his attention away from the quarterback, and that allowed for that play to go around the end.
Well, they definitely sealed the end over there, so he had some running room. Okay, Mesick takes a timeout here. Mesick is coached by Mr. Josh Crocker, and his father, Al, is also helping him out. That's kind of a nice thing for a father and son to be able to do at the high school football level. So I'm sure they're both enjoying that. The Sabres are coached by, their head coach is Mr. Jake Szymański. Assistant coach is Gabe Wise. And they also have a volunteer listed as Jason Stickney on the coaching staff. So those guys are doing a fine job with the Sabres. All right, so Mesick has regrouped here. I believe that was their 2nd timeout of the half. And the Sabres are going to start here a 2nd and a long 1. Picardi's in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off. That is Pickney, and Pickney is brought down. A nice play. Was that Jorge Lewis again?
There he is again.
Yeah, looked like Jorge got through and made that tackle, so Pickney really had no chance on that one.
Jorge's strong, and he plays the game low.
That's Braden. That's Braden Perkins. Excuse me, I pronounced his name wrong. Sorry about that, Braden. I'll try not to let it happen again.
Pretty hard to get away from a player that plays at that level, right down at the knees. And
so they went from 2nd and short to 3rd and long. It looks like they got a 3rd and long 8 on that loss of play. So Picardi's in the shotgun, looking over the defense. He takes a snap. And, just thrown just a little bit low. He was trying for Braden Perkins out there, had him open, but just got it a little bit low. So 4th and about 8. This looks like probably 4-down territory. Don't think they're going to be punting for any reason at this spot, unless they've got a long field goal cooker here. Let's see if they go for it.
Yeah, they really had a nice drive going. It's kind of sputtered here in the last few downs, but hopefully they'll come back and move the chains.
Okay, well, it's wide open football, so you just never know what's going to happen. All right, they've got a tight set going here. That is Picardi. He looks like he's running keeper all the way, trying to find the outside, looking for some room. He cuts back. He's definitely got some room going in there, and brought down by number 12. He might have got his hand up on a face mask, I'm afraid. We saw flags there as the tackle was being made. We'll have to see what the official call is. Oh, no, there was a holding on the Sabres. Okay, so holding on that cutback.
That was a higher tackle. Something did look a little funny there, but
all right. So I got to think they're going to decline this and take the ball over by downs. That's exactly what they do. So they have turned the ball over to the Bulldogs, and they will take over at about the 27-yard line. So Sabres had a little something going offensively there, and then Mesick stood strong.
Yeah, they had a nice drive going, marching it right up the field, and just got down in that red zone, and the Bulldogs got stingy.
Okay, so Bulldogs start their drive, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line, almost the 27. There's 9:42 left here in the second quarter. Bulldogs are up 20-0, and they're going to look to add to that. That is Ethan Humphreys, quarterback for the Bulldogs, taking it from the shotgun position. He takes a snap, hands it off. That's Andrew Sanis again. Sanis works his way up to the 30-yard line before he's brought down. You see who was on that tackle, Mike?
Preston Picardi for the Sabres, kind of taking care of things on both sides of the ball as well.
Okay. Preston is a junior this year. So that brings up a 2nd down, looks like about 7. Ethan Humphreys is in the shotgun, hands it off to Sanis coming across. Sanis looking to get to the sideline. He does, he's tiptoeing but knocked out of bounds. Looked like he might have got a couple there before being knocked out.
Got forced out by Stickney and by number 80, by number 50, John Slivka, and number 80, Justin Stickney.
All right, so that is going to leave the Bulldogs a 3rd and 4. They're out at about the 33-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Mesick players looking at their little armbands there. Looks like they've got some plays written down. So they've got a spread set. Sanis in motion. Humphreys takes a snap out of the shotgun. He's looking to pass. He's got number 20. And a nice defensive play made by number 30. Is that number 33? Nick Hansen made a nice defensive play. Just got his hand in there in the last second to knock that ball out.
Yeah, Humphreys put some mustard on that ball. It was coming.
Was that Tanner Ford that he was passing to? Was that number 20?
I missed the number.
I think it might have been Tanner Ford. He is the lone sophomore on the Bulldogs. So they were not able to connect. That is going to bring up a 4th down for the Bulldogs. And looks like number 70, Kyle Clough, is back to punt the ball. Back to receive is number 15, Braden Perkins for the Sabres. Clough gets the kickoff. A nice punt all the way back to the 32-yard line. Perkins has got some room to run. He gets across the 45 and out to about the 47 before, maybe 48 before being brought down by a couple Bulldogs. And there is a flag on the play, so we'll have to get a call from the officials. Okay, so it appears it is against Mesick.
Penalty is an illegal formation against the Bulldogs.
All right, so they had an illegal formation going. So the officials are going to talk to the Sabres and see what they want to do. They don't have bad field position. They could opt to have them go back and punt again. He's talking it over with the captain. And it looks like the Sabres are going to decline the penalty, and they're going to start their drive at their own 49-yard line. So they're just shy of midfield. And they want to see if they can get something going offensively here.
Yeah, not a bad spot for them to go. That was a
Nope,
decent
not at all.
return. Let's see what they can do.
Okay. All right, so they are coming out in a split set here. They've got 2 split to the right, 2 to the left. That's Picardi in the backfield, so that gives them 3 interior linemen. Ball is snapped back. He catches it. He's going to run it on his own. He's looking for some area to run. He gets it across the 50 and over all the way to the 45-yard line. So that looks like it was a gain of about 6 for Picardi on that one. You know, it's really cool because, you know, they come out in so many different offensive formations. You know, sometimes there's 3 linemen, sometimes there's 5 linemen, sometimes there's 4, and the linemen can go out for passes. You know, these guards, they got to be loving that when they can go out for be a receiver and catch passes.
It definitely has a different feel about it.
Yeah,
you know,
it does.
Even as a spectator here watching it.
Man, if you were an offensive coordinator, you could have all kinds of fun getting creative. This is good stuff. Okay, so the Sabres take it 2nd and about 4. Picardi takes the snap. He's got a pass out there to Perkins again. Perkins gets past the 35 all the way down to about the 32. And that is good for a Sabre first down deep into Mesick territory.
Matt Bennett was able to bring him down for the Bulldogs. Once again, the Sabres are moving the ball.
Yeah, well, they've had their moments and everything, and then Mesick's been standing pretty strong on defense. So we'll see what happens on this drive. They've got just about 7:40 left in the quarter. Really looking to get some points on the board. Picardi takes the snap under center. He hands it off to Barry Seymour. Oh, Barry, he fumbles it. I'm not sure if the whistle had blown or not, but nonetheless, I think the Sabres had recovered it anyway. I think it was blown dead, though. Looked like Seymour might have gained a little bit. Not much. Maybe a yard gain on that. All right, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 from their own 32. Or all for Mesick's 32, excuse me. Okay, they come out in a tight set. Picardi is in the shotgun position. He's got 2 flanked out to the right. Looks like he hands it off to number 33. He's looking for some room to run. Looks like he ended up getting about 5 or 6 on that. That was Nick Hansen on that run.
Number 72, Wade Stagg, was able to get him around the ankles and bring him down.
And they got a little hurry-up offense going here, trying to catch Mesick off guard, and Mesick still ends up stopping them. So that was a little different, trying to catch him off guard. Not ready. Looked like he might have gained a couple yards there before he was stopped.
Advances to the 21, close to a Sabre first down.
Yeah, they drove him back about 15 yards from where the forward progress ended.
Yeah, so forward progress did end up in a first down. So the Sabres have got a first down and 10 at the Mesick 21-yard line. All right, so a couple big plays there for first downs by the Sabres. They're looking to score their first points of the evening. Okay, Picardi takes a snap from under center. Pitches it over to Hansen. Hansen looking for room. He's got a little bit. He's getting out around the end. Brought down by number 10. That's Ethan Humphreys. There is a flag on the play. Looks like a spot that could have been a holding. We shall see what the officials have to say. And Manistee has a player down right now. Mike, I know there's some DVD opportunities out there for the sports fans.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
There definitely are. There's more opportunities than just Saturday and Sunday to see this great action. You can also get them through CCTV, Cadillac.org, or mynews26.com. You can order a single game or pre-order a box set of Manton's games or all 18 games. Box sets of Cadillac, McBain, Mesick, Pine River, and Lake City games also available. DVD orders support the cost of equipment and pro supervision of students. All sports are produced with cooperation between the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, CCTV, and MyNews26. Students run cameras, graphics, and instant replay, supervised by a pro director. This year we have 2 vans out filming 2 different football games every week. Games first air Friday at 11 and Saturday at 11. Replays Saturday at 4 and Sunday at 4.
All right, so those will be available later in the year, I think after the season is over. So if you want to get a nice collection of DVDs of the games of maybe your kids or grandsons or whatever it happens to be, they give you the opportunity to get those games on a nice DVD package. So could make for a nice stocking stuffer or birthday present, whatever it happens to be. And wouldn't that be cool to be able to have your some of your high school football games on TV and a DVD collection there, Mike?
Yes, it would. It's very well run. It's great to see the student involvement here too, and in this production.
Yeah, it really is. They do a good job with them. It's a great learning experience. And we've got good broadcasting programs like at local colleges like Central Michigan University, which is not far away, that those kids can get into. So it's a very good opportunity for them. Okay, so looks like the Sabres have regrouped here. They had a player down. Let's certainly hope that he's okay.
Penalty is assessed. Takes the ball back to the 35.
Okay,
Still
so
first down for the Sabres.
that holding call is going to take the Sabres back to the 35-yard line. So they've got a first and about 25 to go here. All right, they've got their split offense. Cardi is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, looking to pass. He's got somebody downfield. Oh, just out of the hands. Was that? Okay, that was Nick Hansen again.
Second down.
And
I bet he wishes he had that one back. Boy, he hit him right in the hands, too.
Yeah, it was a good throw. I actually thought he was going to the next receiver beyond him, but it was I think it was right to Hansen.
Yeah, he had a couple receivers out there that was open and ended up picking Hansen on that one. So that is going to bring up a second and about 25, maybe 23. And you're staying in their spread offense. Cardi takes the snap from the shotgun. He's rolling out, looking for some room to run, and brought down. A nice play. That looked like Jorge Lewis again. He's been in his face quite a few times back there.
Yeah, he's making it difficult on the Sabres.
Yeah,
really
he is.
Don't seem to have an answer for Jorge Lewis so far tonight.
Okay, so the Sabres are going to regroup here. They've got a third and a mile, trying to get something going here before the half is over. Mesick is up 20-0.
Yeah, both the Bulldogs and the Sabres have been a little bit hamstrung with penalties so far tonight, but Mesick's been able to get the big plays to open the scoring up for them. But we're seeing some laundry on the field, both sides.
Yep. Okay, so both of these teams are coming in with a 1-2 record. We know that Mesick opened up the season with a loss to Central Lake. That was a 64-38 loss. And then Manistee Catholic Central had a 78-22 thrashing. Wow, 78 points. That's a lot. So both teams took a pretty bad loss in Week 1. Week 2, Mesick visited Weberville and ended up losing 34-20. It was a pretty close game when you're within a couple touchdowns, but it looks like they just came short. And then Manistee Catholic Central lost to Brethren 54-22. But last week, both teams are off a win. Mesick won 54-8 against Baldwin, and Manistee won 64-42 over Bear Lake. So they're coming in with a little momentum. Okay, so here are the Sabres. 3rd down and a mile. Looking to pass. Picardi's got some room. He's scrambling. He sees some green and too many defenders there. Oh, he made a little move and got past a few of them. Did get past the 35 to about the 33-yard line and is stopped there by a host of Bulldogs.
Another good run, but a long ways to get those chains.
Okay, but he did get some yards back anyway, so it looks to be about maybe a 4th and maybe right around 20, 22 yards. So we'll see what kind of play Coach Smensky's got up his sleeve for a 4th and 22. 5:04 left in this second quarter. Manistee Catholic Central still looking to get on the board. Cardi takes a snap, launches it. He's got Perkins out there, but a little miscommunication. Perkins was going long, and it looked like Picardi might have thought he might pull up and come back to the ball a little bit. So 4th down is no good, and they're going to turn the ball over to the Bulldogs, and they will start their drive 1st and 10 at about the 32-yard line. 5:02 left in the second quarter.
I don't think that hit from Sanis helped his cause much there either. It really pushed him forward right at the point of the release and messed that pass up.
Yep, so they were applying. He was kind of running for his life there for a little bit. Okay, so Mesick's got 2 spread to the right, 1 to the left. That's Humphreys in the backfield. Hands it off to Sanis, but something is going on. There's flags on the field, so that is not going to work. Looked like a false start from the Bulldogs. That's happened 2 or 3 times from them tonight. It's going to make it 1st and 15. 5 yards back. Okay, so Mesick regroups. Coming out in their split set again. They've got Clough and Tanner Ford on the left side. Humphreys in the backfield all alone. Here comes Sanis in motion. He does hand it to Sanis. Sanis makes a nice cut up the middle, but brought down by a couple Sabres. Looked like it was number 50. That is John Slivka. Was able to gain a few yards back. Looks like he's just shy of the 30-yard line. It looks like about a 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs.
Sanis made a nice move there, but Sabres defense that well.
Okay. So Mesick coming out. Looks like the same formation. They've got Clough and Ford to the left. Can't really see who's over there to the right. Probably Sanis. Okay, Humphreys gets the ball. Oh, he's caught. Going down. Hopefully he can hang on to it. The ball did come out. Recovered by Jorge Lewis. Not sure if the whistle had already blown or not, but it was recovered by the Bulldogs, so no change of possession.
Like number 40. Once again, Barry Seymour led the charge there for the Sabres.
Okay, so Coach Szymanski has taken a timeout, and we are going to take a look at our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Mike?
Yeah, we're presented tonight by Cadillac Castings. We also have Cadillac Tire, Napa with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, Lake City Materials, the Wakely Agency, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Godfrey Chevrolet Buick, Pizza Plus, Jennifer's Roundabout Restaurant here in beautiful downtown Mesick, and Northern Exposure Campground, also in the local Mesick area here.
All right, so thank you to our sponsors for bringing tonight's game.
It's a great opportunity for local businesses, area businesses, to get involved and support the broadcast and support some advertising for their business. Any local business interested can contact the My News sales team at 231-577-1844, or they can email sales@mynews26.com to learn more.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Good opportunities out there for business owners to promote their businesses. All right, so the Sabres are defending, and Mesick is looking at about a 3rd and about 15.
Another
And
timeout called. Timeout.
Looks like we have it. Okay, so
Dueling timeouts.
Manistee Catholic has taken back-to-back timeouts. You don't really see that too often, but guess you never know what you're going to get in this 8-man football, huh?
Well, I want to be sure about what's happening here.
Yeah, well, they don't want to let Mesick get too far going. You know, this is kind of important. They've got him in a hole. They've got a 3rd and 15. They've got him kind of trapped back in their own zone a little bit, so they want to look to get the ball back and get some points on the board before the half is over.
Yeah, if they could put some points on the board, like you're saying, before halftime, that would
be a
go
ball
a
game.
long ways.
You know? Yeah, exactly, because when you're within a couple scores here in 8-man football, you're right in the game. Okay, so here come the Bulldogs. Humphreys is going to take this one from the shotgun position. He's got splits to the right and left. He's scrambling. They're putting some pressure on him, and more flags are down. I don't know if that was another. Okay, so that was a delay of game.
Play is blown down.
Well, they had to delay a game off a timeout, but that is definitely a delay of game.
Procedure penalty.
Or legal procedure. Okay, it was a legal procedure. Sorry about that. It wasn't delay a game. It was a legal procedure. My bad. So now they're looking at a 3rd and 20. All right, 4:05 left here in the second quarter.
Kind of expect to see him put it in the air here, wouldn't you?
I would think so. Okay, Manistee looking to put some pressure on him. Humphreys takes a snap. He's looking. He still goes out. He's looking for some room to run. He keeps it and gets just over the 30-yard line before being brought down. There was about 2 or 3 Sabres there. Number 4, Mateo Barnett was one of them. 64, that was Josue Hernandez on the tackle.
And their quarterback.
Okay, Cardi was in there too.
I think he had him on the ankles, and the other guys, he slowed him up so the other teammates could get involved.
Okay, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 12 for the Bulldogs. They're at their own, looks to be 32-yard line, or well, actually about the 31-yard line. And it looks like the Bulldogs have called their last timeout of the half. Okay. We would like to put a shout out for Mr. Rainey Lafreniere. He is our PA announcer and running the clock, doing a fine job tonight. Thank you, Rainey.
He's an old pro.
Yeah, he is. He goes way back.
Takes a number of people to make for a good night here.
Okay, so Mesick coming up with a plan here for a 4th and about 11. Looking to keep this drive extended. There's about 3:18 left in this second quarter. Mesick is up 20-0 for the Sabres here at Baker Field in beautiful Mesick, Michigan. All right, so 4th down. It looks like Clough is going to punt the ball. High snap, he has to go back. He does catch it, gets a nice kickoff. Okay, that is caught by number 8, Picardi. Picardi makes a nice move. He's heading for the sidelines. He's got a little room to run. He's still going and decides to step out of bounds. Coach was kind of looking for a late hit there because his man was out of bounds, but doesn't look like he's going to get it. Okay, he got all the way up to about the 22-yard line. So Sabres start with excellent field position, trying to get on the board.
Yeah, those timeouts are maybe going to pay off here.
Yeah, we shall see.
Like Humphreys was able to force him out. Picardi gets in the open field. He's got some wheels.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Really run.
Yeah, good open field runners. That's dangerous in 8-man football.
Yeah, that spin he put on to free himself up there was
dandy,
impressive.
Wasn't it?
That was impressive.
Okay. All right, so what do they got going here? They got Hansen taking the snap. Looked like the Wildcat formation there where they snapped it back to a halfback. So that looked good for a few yards. Looks like he got over the 20 to about the 19-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. So the Sabres trying a little something different there.
Well, they got enough time.
Yep.
Just get a bit of a drive going here and
Yep,
across the goal line.
About 2.5 minutes left in the first half. They got excellent field position at the 19-yard line. 2nd and about 7. Cardi's back under center. Takes the snap, looks to hand off, pitches it out to Hansen. Humphreys is right there to wrangle him down. It looks like they might have lost a yard or two on that one. So Ethan Humphreys was reading that play all the way. Nice defensive stop for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like Ethan has done his homework. He has some idea what they're trying to do.
Okay, Sabres in the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and about 8. A little bit of a scramble there. Picardi had a mixed-up play and heads for the sidelines. Looks like he was able to get a few before knocked out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 5. Yeah, broken play, no sense in panicking. Just, take the ball and head for the sideline.
Yeah, he made kind of a bootleg play out of it.
Yep. Nothing wrong with a little quarterback scramble.
When you're struggling for offense, sometimes those broken plays are your friend.
So big play here for Manistee Catholic Central. They are looking at about a 4th and 6, trying to get on the board and get a little something going offensively. Picardi in the shotgun, looking over the defense. Takes a snap. He's looking to pass the ball, looking for some room, and knock down Jorge Lewis. Jorge didn't use the wrap-up style technique for tackling there. He just took and pushed him right down.
Sumo style.
Okay. So nice defensive play by Jorge. He's trying to catch his breath over there.
Definitely, he's given 110 tonight on the defensive side.
So Mesick will take over on downs. They are all the way out to the 25-yard line. They have 1:46 left in this second quarter, and they're going to try to add on to their lead with halftime soon approaching. Okay, spread offense. Humphreys in the shotgun. He takes the snap, hands it off to number 21. That's Bennett. Bennett is held up. I don't think he quite got to the line of scrimmage before he was taken down. I saw Barry Seymour in there. Looked like also John Slivka on the tackle. Clock is ticking, so that is going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Don't think the Bulldogs are going to be in a great hurry here.
No, it doesn't look like it. They don't want to do anything foolish back here. They're still fairly deep in their zone, their side of the field. Clock is ticking closer down to 1 minute left here in this first half. Humphreys in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He looks to run it, and a keeper, and maybe didn't even quite get back to the line of scrimmage. He was taken down by number 80. That's Justin Stickney, and he is a freshman.
A lot of nice low tackling tonight.
Yep.
Right
so
where you want them to tackle.
Manistee Catholic has like 3 freshmen on the roster. They've also got about 3 sophomores to round out their team, so it looks like they've got a young team. And that's good experience for those guys, getting them in varsity football at the 9th grade level. Okay, about 22 seconds left in this half. Humphreys is under center. He pitches it back to Bennett. Bennett looking for room, tries to stay in bounds, does a good job of doing that to keep the clock running, and I think they're going to be satisfied with just letting the clock run out in this half and go into halftime with a lead of 20-0 over the Manistee Catholic Central Sabres. Okay, so we are going to take a short break here. We will be back for a little halftime wrap-up. And we are going to then allow you to watch the marching band of Mesick, directed by Mr. Craig Jones, band director. You are watching 26 Sports and CCTV.